Welcome back to another fun adventure with tea. So today we have another limited edition, brand new, just for this year's tea advent calendar. So over the years, many of you have asked me and begged me for making different tea blends that you're looking for. And we already carry over 60 different flavors of teas and ingredients. So this is one that you can easily make by buying Sipping Stream's ingredients. And this is our Lavender Earl Grey. So our Lavender Earl Grey is in this year's tea advent calendar, and I know you're gonna love it. It's just the perfect recipe. Remember, we at Sipping Stream's Tea Company have won 12 international awards for our teas and our tea blends. So this is really easy recipe. We're really good at quickly making up recipes, but the thing is we don't want to overwhelm all of you with over 200 choices in tea. So this Lavender Earl Grey has Earl Grey as its base, and you want to put it in boiling hot water for 3 to 5 minutes. This is really great with milk or sugar or cream. And you want to steep it again for 3 to 5 minutes in boiling hot water. So in your tea advent calendar, you got it's in a non-GMO compostable pyramid tea bag. Now most PLA that is compostable is made out of corn. And this is technically actually made out of cane sugar because corn is an allergen, and if you're putting it in boiling hot water, you might be getting some reaction with the corn because it might slowly leach into your water. So we actually choose a very expensive fiber that is made out of cane sugar and not corn. So we want to steep it for 3 to 5 minutes. Now, something fun to have this in the morning with breakfast is possibly a fun treat with our Earl Grey creamed honey. So we make an Earl Grey creamed honey. We're the only company in the world who makes an Earl Grey fireweed creamed honey. And this creamed honey is made from raw Alaskan fireweed honey. As in, this honey itself is raw local honey. It is not pasteurized, it's not ultra heated. So what we do is we make creamed honey. And creamed honey is raw honey that's been crystallized in a smooth lattice formation that is smooth and spreadable. And here in Alaska, especially Fairbanks where it gets really cold, we struggle with rock hard, crunchy honey in the wintertime. Well, if you temper it and slowly cool it down and seed it with a mutated lattice structure, its crystallization pattern continues. And that's how you can make year-round, spreadable, softer, raw honey to intact all the enzymes in it. And we put Italian bergamot and activated charcoal in it. So our Alaskan raw fireweed creamed honey was just featured in the New York Times last month, and it is a delicious treat. We had the food editor from the New York Times went to Juneau, Alaska this summer. They bought a jar of our Earl Grey honey at one of the gift shops that sell our products, took it back to the office, and everyone raved about it and how amazing and how unique it is. This one is really good in the morning if you put it on a bagel with cream cheese. So isn't that crazy? So for those of you who love London fogs, you can technically have a London fog cheesecake for breakfast. That's all natural. That is actually honey. It's not corn syrup, it's not sugar. It is a form of sugar, but as in raw honey with a little bit of the Italian bergamot in there. Oh my goodness. So good. You gotta try it. We actually make a London Fog sundae in our Hong Kong bubble waffles here at Sipping Stream. So you can drizzle it on vanilla ice cream if you want to, but it is all raw honey, so it keeps all of the health benefits in there. Now again, if you oversteep this black tea and leave it in for an hour in your travel mug that's insulated and keeps the heat in, it is going to be 4 times the strength. 4 times the strength. So all you want to do, if it's too strong, kind of bitter, it's because it's concentrated. So just water it down with some hot water. In fact, the Russians had done that forever with the samovar, where they have that hot water urn, that little tiny kettle on top, and they just throw the tea in there and it gets strong. And as they pour it out, They pour it all out in people's cups and top it off with hot water. What they're doing is diluting the strength of that strong black tea. And that way it's more palatable and enjoyable. So this pairs really well with the Lavender Earl Grey. And if you want to make your own Lavender Earl Grey, it is super, super simple. Get 1 serving of Earl Grey tea from Sipping Streams, and then put in a pinch of our Sipping Streams lavender flowers. Just a pinch, a tiny, tiny bit. You do not want to use equal parts. Lavender flowers are extremely strong. So definitely try this recipe at home. And if you get your hands on some of this Earl Grey honey, put it on a bagel with cream cheese. We even have lavender fireweed creamed honey. So you could put both of them on your bagel in the morning for breakfast, get some of those really good enzymes and good energy for the day that's natural and raw for you. And we hope to see you on our next adventure with tea here at Sipping Streams.